Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're Sambo Seraphis, and joining us on his horse that is amazing, is Tallahassee. How are you this fine Melbourne evening, my friend?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Just alright? That's it? Not outstanding?
Yeah. How do you want me to be?
Or I think you've just hit a sweet spot there. 1,000 women have swooned. Their fantasy has come true. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe just in my head. Maybe. Anyway, welcome to you guys to this week's episode, which has already gone to the gutter. Oh, my friend, it's so good to be back in Rift. We were just talking before we started filming how these days we're both so busy that it seems like the only time we ever log in here is when we do our Let's Play, which is a crime if you ask me. Do you miss it? I mean, you don't play as often as you'd like to, I'm sure.
I don't play as often as I'd like to, but I'm starting to get back into it again, which is good. Yeah,
it is good. And you know what? I don't think we're alone. I don't know, we see a lot of people comment. By the way, thanks for that, folks. We do love it when you comment on the videos because it tells us what you're thinking and, of course, what you think of the episodes that we produce. But a lot of people seem to be saying, mate, that, you know, they've gone away from Rift. You know, they were playing it for a while. They've gone away, had a good old look at, for example, Star Wars The Old Republic. They've played their Skyrim, or Scrim, as you like to call it. They've had a bit of a blast in Battlefield 3. They've now finished Mass Effect 3, and guess what? They're coming back to Rift. And the common theme seems to be that people go, gosh, you know, after going and sampling a bunch of other MMOs, I forget just how good Rift is. I mean, I think that's a valid statement. I every time we log in here, I sort of forget just how great it is, you know. Is it? I mean, am I alone in that one?
No, you're not. It's a very well thought out game. It's a very pretty looking game.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think, and you're
right.
Everyone's
waiting for Guild Wars as well to come out, but I don't know if Guild Wars 2 is going to be as good as this.
Yeah, well, I definitely think it's going to be different, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit of an untraditional MMO. And by the way, I know that you'll be wanting to check it out, and hopefully you do that with Reggie and myself, by the way, because I know you're not a big fan of the current Guild Wars because you're not a massive fan of the non-open world nature, yeah?
Yeah. I really don't like instanced worlds.
Yeah. So from everything that I've been able to tell anyway, Guild Wars 2 is open world, so like I said, I certainly hope you'll come along and join us in our adventures over there. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to that. But you know what? In the meantime, we have Rift, folks. And don't forget, if you're watching this episode going, I don't know, maybe I should give Rift a go. I'm kind of burnt out on MMOs. I've played WoW for 6 years. You know, if you're one of those, I highly recommend you at least download it. And, you know, you can play the free version of Rift. Yes, there's a free version. Tallahassee, tell us again, I can't remember all of the limitations, but what level do you get to play to if you do the free? It's not really a trial because it's never ending, but you know, when can you play to? What level when you do the free stuff?
Honestly, can't remember.
No, neither can I.
Which is bad.
I know, terrible. Same thing.
I think it's level 20.
Yeah, I think so too. Although there's another elephant in the room that has a free-to-play version that is also level 20, so perhaps we're getting it confused with that. I don't know. Look, we'll say it's level 20.
Probably, we're idiots.
Yeah, exactly. And you should know that, folks, watching after all of these episodes. If you don't know we're idiots by now, there's something wrong with you. By the way, speaking of folks watching, Tallahassee, we just got one quick shout out this week, and this is from TigerFang70, and they say, hey guys, I've been a huge fan of yours for about 1 year now. Now, that's a long time to be watching us, Tallahassee, don't you reckon?
It is. It's far too long. I think you really need to get out.
Yeah. Look, it's not you, it's us. You know, I think... Are you going to give them that speech?
We're dragging your mental capacity down so far.
Now, folks, you can tell...
It's not healthy for you.
Well, you can tell Tallahassee is in our marketing department, can't you? There you go. You're way too honest to be in marketing, mate. Anyhow, he says, can I please get a shout out in your next episode and have a good night? and that's from Kero, who is also Tiger Fang 70. So big hello to you, and thank you very much for your support. Gosh, especially if it's been a year. You know what I'd like to know, Tallahassee, if from our viewers that are watching this tonight, go on, hop down into the comments right now and let us know how long you've been following our shows for. There you go. Doesn't matter if it's only been a week or a month or 6 months, or whatever it is. I'd be dying to know, because of course I do like to say a big hello and a big thank you to those of you who have been with us for some time, supporting us all of this time. And like Tallahassee says, you might want to go to the doctor and check you've got brains left, because we've probably sucked them dry with all of our dribble that we go on about.
On that note, if you have been watching us for longer than, I don't know, a few episodes, I am so sorry.
Let's just hope that anyone who has watched us for more than a couple of episodes doesn't play Rift, because we're probably putting them wrong left, right and centre. Well, hopefully we entertain you guys anyway. And speaking of entertainment, let's have a look at what we've got lined up for today. And you can see on my map here, ooh, what do we got? Just north of us, Tallahassee, I can see 3 clips on the map there. Purge, the first, second and third Reverential Altar. And we've also got to collect water essences. Now, it just so happens, smack in the middle of where our quest area is a funny looking symbol there, a water invasion. You up for a bit of invasion action, my friend?
Yeah, sure, why not? There's also a dragon pinata as well.
I did see that, which of course leads us on to the fact that it is still the world event. And before we head off, I'm just going to, just quickly look in the world events log here. It says Carnival of the Ascended, and it's running through to the 12th of April. So as of this filming, that's about just over 2.5, maybe 3 weeks away till the end of it. And you can see, folks, the approaching the phase 1 and the phase 2 there have already been completed, and in purple in progress here is phase 3, and you can read that. You can pause the episode and have a read of that. You can see there are still 3, get this, 3 more phases to go, 4, 5 and 6 on the 22nd of March, the 29th of March and the 5th of April respectively. So if you still would like to come along and participate in the carnival, you got plenty of time to do it. Oh boy. Now, Tallahassee, you know our good mate on Twitter and our live stream, Venna. You know Venna from Florida, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You know her, that's right. In fact, I think she has a bit of a something for your beard, by the way, as do all the ladies, and don't blame them. She happened to mention the other day that there's a new patch coming out. In fact, she mentioned it on Twitter, I believe. Now, I'm not sure of the number of the patch. Off the top of my head, I think she mentioned 1.8. Is there a 1.8 coming out? Is that right? Or am I dreaming?
There is a 1.8 coming out.
Okay, all right, then it was definitely that. And she happened to mention, get this, that in an upcoming patch is a new profession. And that profession just happens to be one of my most favourite professions that I love performing in all MMOs, and it's one that everybody else finds completely boring. Can you have a guess as to what that might be? I think it's one of your favourites.
Let me guess, fishing?
Yeah, look at that, Tallahassee. He's always on the mark. He knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he's right too, by the way. Fishing. Fishing.
I don't know what you did to that person that I couldn't pull them off you, but Jesus Christ, man.
Well, look, it's funny you say that, because as I was there doing my little spells, I just thought to myself, what the hell made her come to me in the first place? Like, I honestly don't know. So yeah, something weird happened there.
Targeted her.
Oh, man, I must have.
What? Like you always do.
Yeah, whatever. I was just standing there being myself. Oh, right, that's probably the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
I probably did something stupid. But anyhow, yes, folks, Tallahassee and indeed Venna are absolutely right. Fishing is coming to Lara, and I am very happy about that. Now, Tallahassee, go on, you've got free reign. What do you think of fishing in MMOs? Go on, do your worst.
I think it's the dumbest time sink ever.
Now, come on, you can be open and honest. There's no need to beat about the bush. Good Lord, folks, you ask Tallahassee, there's one thing, you know what? You know you're always going to get the truth from his perspective and nothing less, and that's what we love about you, mate. Yeah, look, I think, you know what? We represent what is out there in terms of people's viewpoints to fishing. I think it's one of those things, you either love it or you hate it, don't you? I mean, I don't think you could even say that you semi-enjoy it. You know, you just don't do it. Would that be right?
No, I can't think of anything worse to do with my time.
Yeah. There you go, folks. Like I said, fishing, marketing, Tallahassee. He should be in fishing marketing. And by the way, here, up ahead of us, in front of the man himself, is, I'm assuming, the water rift? No, the water invasion. Yes, it is on our mini-map there. In fact, look at that. Just like real life, he's stopping to have a Foster's. I'm going to do the same thing. Now, Tallahassee, I've got a question for you. If you loathe fishing in the game so much, I'm really curious to know, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers would be as well, what do you think of fishing in real life? Like, would you do that?
I actually enjoy it in real life.
Oh, really? Okay, that's I've got to say that's surprising. So, okay, let me put it to you this way. Fishing in real life, as we both know, I love it as well, by the way. Fishing in real life is, to my mind, a relaxing, sort of mind-soothing, escapist activity. I mean, you know, it's hardly it's hardly an extreme sport. You go out fishing to relax, to rest your mind, to escape, to sort of get lost, you know, especially the view probably where you are. And look at that. Oh my lord, have we cleared this out already? Surely not.
Yep, just kill the Tide Master.
Yeah, there we go. Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Because he summons another one.
Oh, thanks. Okay, good to know. Look at that. We've got some planar essence, by the way. We've got some... Yeah, that's very nice. A whole bunch of stuff there. Let's take all of that. Yeah, so it's definitely... I mean, look, would you disagree that it's one of those events in real life I'm talking about where you go to sort of just get away from things, clear your mind, you know, relax, and sort of come back feeling refreshed, if not a little smelly. You know, would you agree that's what fishing's about?
All buggery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what fishing's about.
All right. So when it's translated into an MMO, and I think this goes hand in hand with my slight penchant for, you know, looking at the scenery and all the rest of it. You know me, I love to sort of make believe that we're in the world and let my mind go free and all the rest of it. So that's why I like fishing, because to me, in my teeny little brain, it actually triggers the same... Well, I don't know what it triggers. What are those chemicals in your brain that you know, trigger happiness and ecstasy and joy and all those? What is it? Something neurotransmitters? Endorphins?
I was going to say when you endorphins, yeah.
Is it?
I don't. Your endorphins are meant to give you happiness, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so.
But honestly, fishing just gives me sadness in MMOs.
So it has the opposite effect. Well, but that's what I'm trying to say. For me, and it might be because, you know, we all know I'm just a big kid at heart, it triggers something in my little brain that has the same effect as fishing in real life. And again, I don't know if that's because I'm a complete idiot, or I'm not all there, or if I just like to get sucked into the world. I don't know, but seriously, if we were like right where we are now...
I'll go with you, you're a complete idiot.
Yeah, well, yeah, I thought you might. But look where we are. Look, can you see? Like, there's the reeds here, there's the lily pads, and he's run away on me. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's very easy for my brain to just go, oh, you're fishing. And I think it gives me that feeling. Is that weird? Am I alone on that one?
Probably. I just find it to be annoying and pointless.
There he is.
Because it's just a stupid minigame. You throw the line in, you wait for it to bob, and then at the appropriate time you click on it, and then hope that your lag isn't so friggin' horrendous that you've actually managed to click on the damn thing.
Look, you know what, as much as I love fishing...
Fishing is stupid.
Well, look, you know what, you're right about the lag thing, and by the way, folks, look at that, we've just been creaming through stuff today. Not only did we completely nuke a water invasion, but already we've finished our quest there, getting those 6 water essences, and you can see we have to bring those back to Gideon Pius, and he's just up the top here. But Tallahassee, you're absolutely right, and that's going to bring us back to our favourite world here in Talara, because, hang on a second, thank you, Brother Jebiah. Give me a whole bunch of XP. By the way, I'm approaching 50%. I'm 38%. Let's see what I am now. 40% of the way through level 38 at the moment. And Brother Jebiah has got another quest. Kill corrupted council members. 0 out of 5. Let's have a look on them. Oh, right on our back doorstep. What the heck? Oh, we have to use a wand and brand them. Oh, so is this to test whether or not we kill them or not?
Yep.
All right, fair enough. Oh, there's a nasty. Oh, look at that! He was a robot.
He turned into an old man.
He's a robot in disguise. Yeah, whatever. More than meets the eye is what he is. Anyway, what I was trying to say is the whole lag factor. Now, I've played a number of fishing, as you call it, mini games in multiple MMOs, and I have to admit, you're absolutely right. If the server is, well, no, I'll put it this way. If the mini game is sort of done in real time, then you're really at the mercy of the lag monster, and of course that does not bode well for us being all the way here in the Antipodes in Australia. So when it comes to fishing here in Rift, I just hope that whatever mechanics that they're using isn't going to be something that's transmitted live, over the Intertron. I hope that it's a mini game that does its calculations client side. Do you know what I mean?
It won't be.
Yeah, look, I can hold out hope, because you're right. I mean, look, even in WoW, quite often, if you probably don't know, but there's a timer, and as the timer gets closer to completion, you have to click on the little bobbing cork, basically in the water. There are so many times in WoW, because it's random, that the cork in the water does not bob until near the very end of the countdown, and because of the lag, I click on my screen, but it comes up and says you've failed to catch anything, because by the time the message has been transmitted to the server and back again, it thinks I haven't made a click, and therefore, as far as the server's concerned, I missed the fish, and that can be incredibly frustrating. There's only one game I've played, and you know what, I can't even remember what it was. It might have even been something ridiculous like Runes of Magic or something. It was a bit of an oddball one, where the entire minigame, as you put it, was actually calculated client-side to actually account for that lag factor. And it was the best thing ever, and I just really wish that other MMOs did the same thing. I really do. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. What I did want to ask Tallahassee is, do we have an expected date for this patch? Because, of course, aside from fishing, which I'm obviously very excited about, and there we go, 5 out of 5 council members, by the way. I want to know what else there is in the patch, but do we know roughly when it's going to drop? Have they given a time frame yet?
Not yet. It is up on the PTS, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that would indicate that it's, not a year away or something like that. All right, look at this, folks. We've got a couple more quests. Gosh, again, we say this every week, but you can't accuse Rift of not having enough content, can you? My God. Liberate spirits from wandering husk corpses. We've got 8 of those to clear out, and we've got to destroy a bunch of altars again, and we've got to kill a named enemy here called Lamoira, as well as Abyssal Adepts and Abyssal Corruptors, 8 each of those. Boy, oh boy, and another one popped up beside me. Collect corrupted remains. 0 out of 5 is where we're at. Let's have a look on the map and see where we need to go. Oh, and it's back where we were, back up in the north. I think we can do that.
Just a little bit further up.
A little bit further this time. You know what? I keep asking you, are we going to be moving on from this area anytime soon? Because it always seems like we've sort of completed the area, and you've always forewarned me and said, Sambo, there's a lot of content in this zone. I don't think I really took you seriously, but this is never ending. There's just quest after quest after quest, and look, folks, if I zoom out on the map, we're only like a third or less, a quarter of the way through the actual zone. I mean, it's almost ridiculous. In other MMOs where you always...
we've still got a fair while to go.
Oh, it's just amazing. I mean, other MMOs where you're struggling for content, that's typically a critique that's levelled at, well, especially newer MMOs. I think we almost got the opposite effect here. Come on, Hootie. Where's Hootie? Oh, I got interrupted. Come here, Hootie. There we go. Hey, Hootie. You guys might remember us getting those from our very special episode a few back, where Rift and Dead Simon actually came along and said thanks to us, which, by the way, if you're wondering, is where we got our flaming horses from as well. So head back a few episodes to see that. Very, very special time for us. To be recognised by Trion. Still very humbled by that, by the way. Alright, there we go. Cleaning up. Oh, we're doing well, aren't we? Hang on, do we have to... This is interesting. Oh, did we have to use the wand again? Or do we use it on their corpses? Oh, corpses.
We use it on their corpses.
Aha! There we go, liberating them. I'm free. You are truly the chosen. You know what? I'm going to sound like a bit of an ass here, but I've done this quest in... Well, I'm just going to go out and say it. In the Western Plaguelands many times before, this exact quest, I must say. We have to kill the zombies and then use an item, to liberate them. Target must be a wandering husk in the Moonshade High... Oh, because we're in the Moonshade Pools, it's not counting? Is that right?
No, it does.
No, mine said we couldn't...
the wrong mob.
Oh, okay, alright, fair enough. Here we are, killing the Abyssal Adepts. You can see here where I'm wiggling my mouse, the Abyssal Eradication. That's what that's all about. We've got to come in here and clean up this enemy encampment. Oh boy, that was a long collect. Oh, and there we are, Corrupted Remains. That's what we had to collect as well for this quest. Oh boy, alright, that was really clever.
There?
Yeah, you didn't see what I just did then. That was hilarious. You know,
You targeted the wrong thing.
No, well, my fire AoE is a ground effect, right? So in other words, I get a great big circle that I have to target on the ground. Because my camera was low then, I actually targeted beyond the mob. So I was AoEing the water.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, my sense of depth of field was just completely skew with there. Oh dear, oh dear. And I seem to have left you behind and aggroed mobs. That's good teamwork there on my behalf. Well done, Sambo.
Yeah, bring him over.
Yeah, I think I'll bring him over. Coming to you. Oh, they're taking a chunk out of me.
Well, you have pots, so use them.
Yep.
Smoke them if you got them.
Yep. There we go. Gosh, can I just say, probably going to jinx things, but we're doing awfully well with our enemies and in this particular, series of quests, if you ask me. We're getting through it pretty quickly.
Yeah, we seem to be going alright.
You know, we've probably ruined it now. Never mind. Alright, so those collected corrupted remains there, by the way, folks, if you're wondering, are actually from these corpses are sparkling on the ground already. They're not something that we've actually
now, whereabouts
killed.
are you?
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Good-o.
Good-o. Now, we've got a named person to kill as well, I see. Lamoira. I don't suppose you happen to know where they are.
Not too far away.
Oh, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, you know what? I really do love the combat in this game. What about you? I mean, you're obviously on a melee character. Still enjoying the combat, especially after having played so many other MMOs of recent times. What's it like in terms of, controlling this character when you leap on it after coming from another game? Like, do you find it fun, smooth, awkward?
This is so much easier.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's a combination of a number of things, and especially, by the way...
Okay, just hold here for a tick.
Yep, okay.
We'll pull this guy and his friend over.
Thank you. AoE incoming. I think a deal breaker for me, I'm really fussy about... I'll wait till he's gone. Go away, you horrible mob. I think he needs more fire, Tallahassee. Let's give that to him.
Pulling. Then give it to him. Don't
give it to him, indeed.
Just say it.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, a big thing for me.
This is going to be bad.
Is animations, by the way. Oh, why is this going to be bad? Oh, so many mobs. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, hang on. You get over here.
Oh god, I got slowed then as well. Alright, here comes the AoE. Burn, baby, burn! Oh, we did well. We did well. Look at that. Foothold defeated. Seriously. That's good. And you can see by the way, folks, we've only got 2 left of the Abyssal Adepts and the Abyssal Corruptors to get, and La Moira as well. So, good timing there, because we've only got about 5 minutes left on our episode. But yeah, what I was saying, Tallahassee, is animations have a big, like, they play a big role for me in terms of how comfortable I am with a game and how clunky or otherwise the combat feels. Now, I'm going to give you a specific example because I know you don't like this, and that is Lord of the Rings Online. Now, you know, I happen to like that game, but I'm the first to admit that the animations in that game are, oh, look, they're just cringeworthy.
Terrible.
Yeah, they are. And it kind of devalues the game because it's like, oh, come on. Now, with all due respect to Turbine, by the way, who've made a fantastic game in my opinion, but the animations in that game are as if they've been sort of produced by a first-year animation student. And I know that sounds awfully harsh, and I don't mean to sound that way, but it's just honestly my opinion. And it lets the whole game down because the vistas are beautiful in that game. Of course, it's Tolkien. It's a beautiful story. You're in the world that you've grown up reading about, and then it's a completely jarring, sort of dissatisfying slap in the face when you look at the animations of your your characters.
Hang on, that game is how old now?
Well, actually, probably 2005, something like that. 2006, 5, 6. Oh, oh.
Okay, it's not as if.
Oh, and there's
it
La
would have
Moira.
been motion captured.
Well, no.
So,
No, I suppose so. Oh, and I've been put to sleep.
You had to make a friend.
Yeah, I made friends. I honestly don't know how. Let's have a look behind us. There they go behind me. I'm going to go over this side. Probably make even more friends. Anyway. And there we go. Kill La Moira. It is done. The deed is done. Look at that. And at the same time, we also managed to complete the rest of that quest. And it's perfect, actually, because we've just run out of time. Maybe just time to get back to base. You can see we still haven't completed this spiritual liberation here, which is where we have to liberate spirits from wandering husks. And whoops, I've got to collect my loot there. But I think we can pick that up in the next episode, Tallahassee. What do you reckon? This is a nice view from up here, by the way. Oh, what was? He's fallen down. There we go. What do you reckon?
Walking forward.
Do you want to make our way back to the camp so we can hand in?
To safety.
To safety.
Alright, you big wuss.
Yeah, you big wuss, he says. Get on our horse. Now, does that count for me? It did. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Oh, okay. Well, look, do you want to kill these guys on the way? Might as well, eh?
Yeah, may as well.
Might as well. We'll be a couple of minutes over, but that's okay. Might actually finish off our quest. And there we go, Tallahassee rounding them up as always. And then following that up with a nice AoE fire effect. There we go. And it's good to know that these count for the entire party, by the way. It's unusual but good. You doing that last one? 6 out of 8.
I love that it targeted the fox. But no other reason than to be a jerk.
Yep. And the fox is dead. Long live the fox.
Yep.
And there we are, folks. There it is, all done, just as well we did stop.
Loot.
Oh, it has a coyote tear. Beautiful stuff. Let's get up on our amazing horse. We're all done. Oh, hang on. I've got to loot this guy. There we go. Oh! I can't believe what just happened then. That we've been playing this for a year, and I didn't realise that you can loot without being dismounted. Hang on, is that something recent, or has that always been the way in Rift?
I don't know. Because normally it has, like, the bend over to pick up animation thing.
Yeah, and if you're on a horse, it will dismount you. I just looted without having to dismount. Well, you know what? We're going to have to go and investigate that. Or, of course, if you folks watching from home know the answer to that, if that was something in a more recent patch, let us know. But either way, I can tell you right now, I salute that, because that makes things a whole lot easier and faster. Oh no, got to choose here. We've got a Storm Shadow Staff, I think, or a Dagger. Now, of course, if anything, I'm going to go for a Staff, and you can see it is nowhere near as good as the one I've got. But that's okay. Got another quest here following up. Speak with Thomas Pentis at the Hammerlord Post. Well, that's interesting. Finish off that quest as well, and this one here. There we go. Let's have a look on our map, because, of course, that's where we're going to be heading in our next episode. Oh, Tallahassee. If I have a look on the map, we can see that it's along the road here. That, to me, and I could be wrong, but that to me appears as if it's a cookie crumb quest that's going to lead us further into the centre of the Moonshade Highlands. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Woo! Alright, just as I was saying, gosh, we've been here for a very long time. Look at that, folks. Next episode looks like we're actually going to be heading out into the centre of the zone, which is somewhere where we haven't been before. So there you go. Alright, in the meantime, we are well and truly over time now. So sorry about that, folks. But I certainly hope you enjoyed that episode. More importantly, of course, certainly hope that you'll join us in the next one. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, and the wonderful Tallahassee, who puts up with me week in and week out, as I was saying, take care. We will see you next time. And bye-bye.